Hello again. Today I will make a grinding wheel for the lathe so that I can sharpen all my tools such as wood turning chisels and other kinds of chisels. I've come up with a system allowing me to change and tense the sand cloth in an easy and convenient way by simply turning a screw. Here's a step-by-step guide of how to make it. I'll begin by cutting the wheel out of this piece of plywood. It has the same diameter as a standard grinding wheel. I will also machine these other wheels to which I'll attach an extension nut. After machining all the pieces, I glue them together as shown here. When the glue has dried, it will be time to attach the union nut. I'll use polyurethane adhesive, although I could have also used epoxy resin. I wipe off all the leftover glue and get ready to turn the wheel. I'll adjust all of its surfaces to avoid any unwanted vibrations. For that, I'll set my lathe speed to medium. 1500 revolutions per minute will be more than enough. The edge of the wheel must be at the exact right angle to achieve good results when sharpening. Here I'll machine a hole 2 mm wider than the diameter of the screw I'll use. I prepared this groove for the sand cloth. And now, using an angle grinder, I machine this groove in the screw, allowing me to tense the cloth. I cut a strip of sand cloth of the appropriate length. To work out the length, I multiply the diameter of the wheel by pi and then add however much is missing to reach the screw hole. As you can see, adding the cloth is quite easy. The screw destabilizes the wheel, causing the lathe to vibrate. It's nothing major, but still, I will solve it by adding another screw of similar weight on the opposite side. Now I will machine all the necessary parts to build the tool rest as shown. Here I will also glue the threaded rod with polyurethane adhesive, and while it's drying, I will machine this iron plate I had in my workshop to protect the wood. I screw it onto this piece, allowing me to turn the tool rest. I will sand the upper part to make it completely flat. I set up the whole system, and after setting it to the desired angle, I run a quick test. Touching the screws while the wheel is in operation could be dangerous, so I will look for some plastic covers or something like that to cover them on both sides. Everything seems to be working as intended. I've used P120 grit sandpaper, but for this kind of sharpening jobs, I think P240 at 1500 revolutions per minute would be enough. Now I will prepare this accessory for sharpening round bowl turning chisels. The first tests seem to have gone smoothly. And finally, I will prepare another accessory to sharpen gouges with greater diameters with this hardware I had in my workshop. It's a very simple design and I hope it'll work. We will have to make rods of several lengths adapted to the chisels in our workshop, because not all of them will have the same radius of curvature. After several tests, everything seems to be working well. In a few days I will put up a video on how to use this grinding wheel and how to finish sharpening our chisels.